What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. This is a podcast beyond Click and Cliff, a podcast where we talk anything and everything, and not really about Lego. Everybody knows my channel is about Lego, but this is a video where I set aside and give you either their life experiences, or I just ramble, or I just talk what's on my mind. And this is something for you to listen to while you do whatever, cleaning the house, driving to work, or at work, or anything just to help you break up the noise or make some noise. Hope I make you laugh, make you smile, make you think, and just let you on a little bit of what's going on in my life. Uh, today we're going to talk about haircuts. Yes, weird subject, I know, but I'm just going to give you a backstory. I'll tell you about a story when I was a kid. I went recently, got me a haircut. I'll show it if y'all want to look at the screen. Usually I shave my head, but you know what? I haven't been to a barber, I want to say, for pretty going on 6, 7 years. I always just shaved my head at home. I was going bald, as you just saw. And so, like, what's the point of getting a haircut? Just shave it off. Being bald don't hurt nobody. Well, I've been really just wanting. I go, I don't really want to shave my head. I do want to, have some hair. And yes, we're still in summer. We're getting out of summer, getting into the fall. Temperature's going to start dropping and get a little bit colder. So I want some hair up on top. I ain't got much. So I decided I'm going to go get a haircut. And it got me to thinking. Walked in this barber shop, sat down, told the lady I just wanted a trim, and of course we joked. I said, I ain't got much, do I get a discount? You got less hair to cut. That didn't work. So therefore, we get to have this haircut. And the prices went up since last time I got a haircut. It was like $15. Now it's 20. I'm like, whatever. I guess I gave her 20. But yeah, it got a haircut. It was an awesome experience. I kind of enjoy this. Get out of the house, sit there, and you got these farmers sitting there telling stories on the bench. They're waiting for their haircut, and you just chime in on the conversation, right? That's how the barbershop's always working. I've never been to a beauty salon. There ain't nothing beautiful about this, so I never went into a beauty salon. I just went to a barbershop. And they always did fine with my hair. And of course, I'm not picky because I wear a hat like 99% of the time. The only time I don't wear a hat is either in church or I'm in bed. The rest of the time, I got a hat on. So nobody's going to see if it's a bad haircut. That's what I told Barbara. I said, this is short. And I told him I haven't been to a barbershop in a few years. And I said, yeah, we kind of tell because there's no lines or whatever. I don't know if you're a barber, I guess you know what that means. I don't know. But I sat there thinking as we were getting my hair cut. And I was thinking about when I was a kid going to barber shops. I remember this one guy had a train set he had in a shop back in the corner. I had this big old train layout and it was cool. Every time I went in there, he always turned it on for me while I was waiting so I could just look. And it was pretty cool. Cool experience, as, barbershop. But I remember when I was a little kid, the scissors thing. Yes, I was just like every other kid who decided to cut their own hair. Because, we went to a barbershop, we seen them do it, so therefore, hey, we can cut our own hair. So when I was a kid, I remember cutting hair, and I messed up my top hair because I just went up like this. I didn't make a straight, I couldn't make a straight line. I was a kid. I just got myself in trouble, walked out. My mom goes, what in the world did you do? Started chasing me around the house. We had to go to the barber shop. And they fixed it the best way they could. And I'm sure anybody has kids has been through this. Maybe somebody hasn't, but I'm but I know some of y'all have, and got in trouble for that. And of course, my mom, my dad, my dad always took me to the barber shop. But there was one time my mom decided, you know what, I think I can cut your hair. And I'm like, and I remember we were outside and she was cutting the hair and she messed up quite a few times. Even my dad, and my dad, he was the type who just kind of, I mean, he cared, but he's like always laid back, let things roll off his back. But he got a little mad at mom. He's like, you messed up his hair. Now he's gonna get, why did you even do that? I mean, it was a little fight, but I mean, just a little, not fight, but a little argument. And mom, I was just trying to save some money. They goes, if we can't get a haircut, we're doing something wrong, and we need to change our ways. He always said that. He always said, if $5 is going to kill us, we are in serious trouble. We need to figure out what else to do, because if we can't afford $5 for a haircut, so I remember having to go back to the barber shop, and he tried to fix it. He ended up just shaving my head off because mom messed it up pretty bad. God bless my mom, but she tried. I didn't care. I was a kid. I didn't care. I was wanting her to hurry up so I can go back out and play or do whatever I was doing. I didn't want to sit there and get a haircut. I remember my mom took me. I take that back. I guess I lied to you. I do apologize. I remember my mom did take me to a beauty salon. I think it was called Fantastic Sam's or something like that, and got my hair cut. And I remember that because of this. When you're a kid, they give you a little cut of your hair, and you put it in this. They got this big old box, right? And you put your hair in a little opening. It's basically a trash can underneath, but you put your hair in the opening, and the thing will drop out. A little toy. And I got one of those. I called them a Chinese handcuffs, where there's a little tube you put in your fingers, and you have to do it just right to get it out. Well, put my fingers in. I couldn't figure out how to get it out. I was sitting there, I was getting mad. I couldn't get it out, and I ended up tearing it up because I couldn't get my fingers out. It was weird, but that was a one time. But my dad, like I said, we usually go get a haircut on Saturday mornings. After we get done with our chores, we'd go to the barber shop, and me and my dad would sit there. Dad would talk to this guy named Art. I always called him Art the Barber. He was an old man. He's the one who had the train set, and went there every time I needed a haircut. Me and Dad would go there on Saturday morning, both of us, to get a haircut, and Dad, sit there, talk to him, talk to other guys there, gossip. This is the man's gossip area, I guess. I don't know, but they just talk and carry on. I'd be over there at the train, and he'd turn it on for me, and I'd sit there and watch it go around and all that stuff. And he had a TV in there. Always had John Wayne or some kind of Western on. I remember when it was my turn to get a haircut, I'd get up there, sit in the seat, and Art be talking to me. And he was a good old guy. I don't know whatever happened to him, but he moved on. I think he retired and moved on. But I remember high school. I walked in there and I sat down, and I told him about graduation this weekend, and I guess I needed to get a haircut and to look presentable. He'd cut my hair, and I don't know what happened that day, but I forgot my wallet at home. I got up to start paying him. I looked at him. I said, Art, can I come right back? I forgot my wallet at home. And he said, yeah, sure, but you don't have to stop back by here. I'm like, well, why? He said, well, this is one on the house. You're graduating high school. It's a big deal, so I'm giving you this one for free. Man, that's cool. And I remember still going to him. Then he, like I said, he retired. And to be honest, I haven't found a barber like him ever yet again. He was a good guy. He was good, and what's sad is I've seen him with kids. You know how kids squirmish, and some kids may not want a haircut and they throw a fit or whatever. He was always good with them. He always calmed them down, gave them a piece of candy just to get them to concentrate on something else or whatever. But yeah, like I said at the beginning of this podcast, I never really, haven't been to a barber for a while, and I went there this last week, and I enjoyed it. It brought back memories, and I think that's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm not gonna do it myself. I'm just gonna let a barber do it, and I get my beard going. He can trim up my beard. So, and that season's coming. But yeah, it's just I sat there and I thought about it. I'm like, man, this brings back a lot of memories, and I enjoy it. And since we moved here, this is a new barber, and he's got a nice place. I mean, it looks like a barn inside. He just redid it, and he seemed kind of like the old way. I'm not saying the new way is bad, but it's like the barbers I remember going to as a kid, man. You sit there and you wait your turn. You didn't have to have an appointment. You just walk in. You just wait until it's your turn, and all the customers sit there knows what order they were in as they come in. Sometimes they'll let the next person go ahead because they enjoy it. That's what they're there for, basically, enjoying the company. You have a coffee pot going there. It smell. I mean, it was just. You know what? I like this setting. I wouldn't mind every time I need a haircut, go in there and talk to other people as we get a haircut. That's part of it. After that, yeah. I know this podcast is more about a haircut, but hey, you know what? This is my experience, and it brought memories, and I wanted to share with you guys. And guys, if you enjoy it, just hit that like button. Put a comment down there. Tell me some of your stories if you had the same experiences or whatever. That'd be awesome. But yeah, we'll just go from there. Guys, I'm going to end this one with you today. I'm going to leave this one with you. I hope you enjoyed it. I want you to be good to one another. I want you to pay it forward. Be somebody's light in somebody's darkest cloud. You saying hi could be just what you needed to brighten up somebody else's day. They may not be having a good day, and just hi from you would make them happy, and that's all it is. Be good to one another. Treat somebody good. Compliment them. Say you look good today. And by the way, you look good today. Just this world's all messed up right now. I think any blind person can see it. No matter what side you're on, it's still messed up. It doesn't matter. For real. And just be courteous to one another. Be nice. That we could start there and be nice towards each other and pretty much it, guys. But guys, until the next one, ta-ta.